Hey, what's up guys? It's Cody Kessler here with Keller Williams, and I'm here today with my friend Megan Consodine of Goosehead Insurance. That's right, Goosehead Insurance.
Yes.
I love the name. So glad to have you here, Megan.
Thanks, happy to be here. What
Yes.
a beautiful day to be outside.
Oh my gosh, I know. And so perfect day to talk about nothing else than insurance.
Yes.
So so I
Exciting
wanted to
stuff.
bring a professional in who knows her stuff. So we just want to talk about some of the common questions that we have in insurance that first-time homebuyers might have, new homebuyers might have. And so Megan, I guess we'll start, like, what's the typical time frame that you need to start shopping for insurance when you're purchasing a home?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I always advise people it's really good to start that process as soon as you make the offer on the house and it's approved. So the reason why it's important to start that early, we're talking 30 to 45 days in advance, is because it allows you to get the insurance, to choose the insurance that you want, and then get all the documentation over to your lender so they can start that underwriting process. As we know, that takes some time. So this
You're being
gives
very nice.
lenders plenty of time to get all their information in and ensure that you guys are ready to go on closing day. So, you know, the second part of that would be shopping for insurance itself. So. Really important to get multiple quotes, which can sound a little bit daunting. So I always tell people, find a great agent, maybe a referral from your lender or your realtor. I know you guys know some great agents.
We do,
Yeah, so find a great referral, and then find an independent broker that works with multiple companies and can shop your policy with multiple companies to find the best rates and best coverages that fit your specific need.
Very good, very good. Well, you already answered my next question, so
Okay.
you're already ahead of the game.
Jumping ahead,
yeah,
sorry.
so typically, like, what are some things that people need to look for when they're shopping for an insurance policy?
Yeah, great question. So I always tell people, my biggest rule and what I sort of preach to people is never go online and try to create your own policy. There's just too many nuances to insurance, and not all policies are created equal, unfortunately. So it's really, really important to talk with a trusted advisor in that process and have an open dialogue about your specific needs, the different features of the home, and what those coverages entail as far as getting your home properly insured. So one of the biggest things to look for, there's two different types of policies. So you have your full replacement cost policy, which is what 99% of people need. So that's going to adequately insure you and make sure that if there is a loss, that you're going to get full replacement on that particular loss. So quick example on that, let's just say you have a loss on your roof. It's going to cost $10,000 to get a new roof put on. The insurance company will come in, they're going to pay $10,000 to put a new roof on, minus your deductible. So the second type of policy is what we call an actual cash value policy. So that's going to insure you at a depreciated basis.
Okay.
So again, we'll go back to the roof example. So you have a roof, there's a total loss, you need a new roof. It's cost $10,000 to get you a new roof, but it's depreciated now 10 years because it's 10 years old. So the insurance company is actually only going to pay you a portion of what it would take to replace it.
Oh,
So
does not
potentially,
sound like a good deal.
No. So you're looking at maybe $5,000 in coverage there minus your deductible, and you're really looking at having to pay for the majority of that roof.
Sure.
So, and that pertains to the full scope of your home.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, and then second recommendation, know your deductible amount. So that can vary from carrier to carrier. Make sure that's something that you would have in reserves if there was ever a situation where you had a claim.
Sure. What are some standard, like, deductible amounts? What do you recommend, and how do you make that decision?
Yeah, that's a great question. Again, in conversation with your agent, I always say, hey, if there was a storm that came in and did some damage on your home, would you be able to come up with $1,000 out of pocket? Because that would be your deductible amount. Would you have that in reserves? And would you be able to pay that? So deductibles can vary anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to $10,000. Some people prefer a higher deductible so they can pay lower premiums, but the majority of people just don't have that kind of money in reserves. So just important to know what your deductible is and know that you have that in reserves in the event of a claim.
Sure, and I think being able to research that with your own agent is very important. And that's one reason I like sending people your way, because you take the time and really, do that with them. So, so my next question is, what are some ways that people can save money on their insurance policies?
Yes.
I'm a big fan of this.
Yes, me too, Cody, me too. I don't like paying for insurance, believe it or not, either. So So yes, some key ways that you can save on your homeowner's insurance when shopping. So one of the biggest ones is the age of the roof. So a lot of people don't know this. I had a client call yesterday. They put a new roof on, and I got to deliver the great news that their premium went from $2,200 a year to $1,400 a year because it went from a 2005 roof to a 2020.
Wow.
So if you know the age of your roof, the newer the roof, the cheaper the premium.
Okay.
So that's a really important thing to find out, and generally your real estate agent can find that information for you.
We can find it for you. Yeah, we look for the newer roofs on our houses for sure.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And then a secondary thing would be if maybe you're purchasing an older home that's had some renovation with electrical and plumbing. That's something else that can save you some money.
Cool.
And important to tell your insurance agent about that. Alarm systems.
Okay.
So that's another good way to save money. If
Okay.
you have an alarm
Wow.
system on your home or are planning on putting one in, notify your agent. That will save you some additional money.
Okay.
And then the biggest one is, I'm sure most of you have heard about bundling or multi-lining your policies with one company. So anytime that you have more than one policy with a company, they're going to incentivize you by giving you discounts on your rates for each policy. So I always highly recommend to my clients that when they're shopping for their homeowner's insurance, look at getting some quotes on your autos too and bundling those together to save some money. That always saves you the most significant amount of money on the homeowner's policy.
Sure. Wow. Well, awesome.
So,
Very cool.
yeah,
Awesome. Well, Megan, if somebody's interested and they're looking at buying a house, hopefully they contacted me first. But and they're looking at getting insurance. What's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Yeah. Well, great question. You can call me directly. So my office line is 913-888-8787.
And we'll go ahead and put this at the bottom of the screen too,
I
so
know
they
you
can
won't
find
remember
you.
that. Yeah. I can be contacted by email, so you can just email me directly, and
Cool.
we can set up a time to chat or
Okay.
email about some additional information I'll need. And
Sure.
And I strive to make the process as easy as possible. I know that when purchasing a home, there's so many things that the homeowner has to do, and
Yeah.
so many
Oh.
boxes to check. So
Sure.
my whole goal is to just make it efficient and easy, and
Sure.
make my clients feel like they have peace of mind in knowing their largest asset is covered correctly.
Sure. We love that being covered. So awesome. Well, guys, I speak from experience. Megan is one of the hardest working agents I know, so I would feel comfortable referring her. And so anyways, guys, this has been a great talk today about insurance. And again, this is Cody Kessler with Keller Williams. Talk to you guys next time.
Thank you.